That arm is way too high. Yeah, peons even though. And these guys are slackers. Alright, let's go Scummy Blade Master or something. I feel dirty after everything that's happened to me recently. I'll explain it in a moment. Yeah, that'll do. I like that placement there because I can still sneak in and through here if I need to. So it's not impossible to get back into my base. And I can have a foodie lounge here or the barracks here. Maybe barracks, actually. Might be better. But you've got to be able to afford it first. Okay. Well, hello everyone. I'm back. Been quite the trip. My PC basically went bust a while ago. And, well, I say my PC. It was the liquid cooling. And it's been quite the trip trying to get my PC sent off to be fixed because it was just under warranty within like a week, within that year's warranty, because I've almost had the PC for a year. And I've got it back, and then I had hard drive issues as well. If I feel like I'm in a place where I can explain it a bit more comfortably, I will try to do so you guys can have a better understanding as to where it is that I'm coming from. Also, it might be an idea to get your hero. That's right. So we've got 5 in the gold mine. This looks all good. We'll go for a burrow after this. That's it. Good lads. Let's get the burrow over here or something. Oh no. My allies are starting on me already. Must have been from the Philippines. Okie doke. GG. Alright. Wow. So, the story is Wednesday. If I can find the actual date of it. Wednesday the 14th. Yeah. Wednesday the 14th, last week, over a week ago, my PC basically started having issues. Like, the fan was going... It was like way too loud and overcompensating. Like, the PC was making a lot of noise. And I thought, oh, that's not good. And I was just about to start the stream, basically. So I thought, well, I can't really stream with this, so I've got to have a look at the problem. And it didn't take too long before the PC started shutting itself down, sort of like randomly, but quicker each time, because it was getting too hot. So what was really happening is that the liquid cooling wasn't working properly, and it wasn't providing the actual cooling that was required to keep the CPU cold enough that it feels comfortable. So the CPU would consistently feel like, oh, I'm going to burn, I'm going to burn. And then what it would do is shut itself off. Now, every now and then I might be able to turn the computer back on and hope that I can get like a minute or something that I can play on it. You know, not to play on it, but to sort of like make sure I've got files and stuff like that. But no, it didn't really even give me that luxury, to be honest. I only got like about up to a minute of that, really. And then that was pretty much it. So the computer had to be sent away to be fixed. I'm going to start on these guys now instead until you frost over them all as well. So I called up PC Specialist, which is where I got the PC from, and they said that you need to send the PC over to them, but you can only do that if you got the original box. I did not have the original box. It was broken down. It's not my idea, someone else's idea in the house, but there you go. We should probably keep things for a year. Let that be a lesson to you. If you buy anything particularly expensive, make sure you keep the box for at least a year, or at least until it's warranty. Let's go back. I didn't get the foodie lounge, did I? So we can do this green spot whilst I'm getting that. No shop here. Not that it would be any good because it's night elf. So, yes, I had to pay £15 to have a box be delivered to me. And this box is literally just a box. And with a little bit of polystyrene in it. I was expecting a little bit more, but that's all I got. But that was essentially to send the PC safely, in quotation marks, over to them, so it's less likely to be damaged, and that way I'm not going to be liable for the damage, because I packaged it properly. But the downside is to have this box delivered to me in the first place, to then send the box PC over to them. I had to... Oh, actually, that's a good idea. I'll take this expo. Let's come over here and do this. Good lads. So this is Wednesday. The box does not arrive. I was told it was going to be next day delivery, but it didn't actually arrive until Friday. And what that meant, and it was a bit later on the Friday as well, is that by the time I got it all packaged up, I packaged everything. Like as soon as I got it, the box, I packaged the PC ready to go, and I called the place, and you need to call them up after you've... Hang on a second, sorry. I'm not very good at talking at the same time as doing some key movements, such as the tech and that. Alright, now I've got a breathing point. So, yes, continue the story. So I get the PC on Friday, I box everything up, nice, neat and tidy, and I give them a call, because that's what I'm supposed to do as soon as I basically receive the box. And they don't pick up on Saturday. So I had to wait until Monday, until the box that has my PC to be fixed can be actually picked up by the DPD delivery guys to be taken to PC Specialist. So be aware that my PC broke down basically on Wednesday, had to wait 2 days to get the box, and then I should try to do this camp. It's really hard, but I'll try to do it. I had to wait 2 days to do the I'm going to get defense burrows in a moment, just in case I get ganked and something goes wrong over here. Could just kill this guy, to be honest, and check the bad guys. I got too many items though. I'll keep focusing this guy. I'll attack you, so I can use this. Oh, really good item though. I could take them on, but I wouldn't actually. It's not wise. Come back and gank them. Heal up. This story's going to be going on all day, by the way. Especially when I've got stuff like that to worry about. Alright, let's go back and gank them. I won't be able to concentrate too easily at the moment. If not, then I'll just tell the story when the thing is finished. Not OP at all. Bit of revenge, eh? Feels good, man. Alright. Okay. I think that went pretty well. Scummy Blade Master in effect. Yeah, I think the game's going to get a bit too action-packed for me to continue the story. So if you want to hear the rest of the story, then stay tuned for the end of for the rest of this game. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to concentrate on telling it. Oh, hello. So we've got some air with you. That's bad for me. Because it means I can't continue my harass for very long here with the Zeppelin. That's a bit unfortunate to bump into a dude with Wyvern. I can probably get a TP here. Maybe not. Cool, they're really going ham, aren't they? Need this shredder to come in. Damn, that's a lot of focus on my Blade Master. He might be dead. No! Stop saying yes to everything I say. Well, just remember this is all 1 versus 2, so you know that you must be having, your allies must be having an easy time, which means they should be doing their job, which is anything that is productive, basically. Expansion, tech, more powerful units, because you're buying a lot of time when you're doing this kind of shenanigans. Right, can I get my reinforced? Because it's only a matter of time before they come after me. They already tried to do it earlier. I just keep distracting them. Wisps would be a better pick. Inferno's going to be down now, unfortunately. See you later, Infernal. It was nice. You did really good for me, mate. I appreciate your efforts. Okay. I'm gonna get sappers maybe versus this, if I can get 2 sappers. They think I'm still in red space for the very brief amount of time. 1 sapper is not enough, but I can take out the exposed peons. Alright, we got reinforced defenses here. That's lovely. Blade Master's coming along nicely. Ha, I managed to get the Windwalk off before the Hex, which is good. You don't actually lose Windwalk after the Hex, but you lose invisibility. He's moving quite quickly away from that. Oh, this could be nasty. This could be very nasty, this base. Oh, it's nice. It's almost like he microed that exactly right. It's just coincidence, though. You get level 3 crit. I can actually kill these, and I'll probably likely get a lot of experience because I got Purge. That was a bit risky, though, because I didn't see the Mount King. Oh, I can't really risk that. I'd rather have the healing salve. Oh, he's getting tanks. That's bad news. Oh, you got Sentry Ward? Or did you use Dust on me? I don't remember Dust being used. Ah, well. Blade Master will have to come back. I don't know what I can transition. Maybe Tauren? Because Raiders are okay, but they do suck a little bit versus everything else, whereas Tauren can still be useful versus tanks. A lot of towers is also good versus tanks. Not great, but still better than not much else. You know, if they send like the tanks one at a time or something. Oh, thank you there, Langley Wars, for the resub. I should start using these units. First time I've seen my allies have been doing a good job clearing out the middle and that, so they should have got some good experience at least. But I don't think they've been doing much else. So I just hope that, you know, we don't get punished too heavily for that lack of effort. I wish my Blade Master was out. I'd be more likely to get, I can blow up on those wide... Is Yellow still fighting that? That seems like a bad idea. I assume Yellow's going to lose everything he has now. Yeah. Why does it not give me good allies? I don't know why the algorithms on Warcraft 3 are programmed as such that I always have to have, you know, people that are way, 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 way worse than my enemy. Like my ally there is TPing away from that. Blue's going to fight this one, but that's not a good fight for Blue, not unless he can kill anything quickly. He seems to be microing the Chimera at least. But a lot of focus onto the Dark Ranger, but if she gets away, all of this is for nothing, and he's going to feed experience. Blade Master's going to have to pop over to try to pick off the Dark Ranger, hopefully, or something. In a feigned bid to kill her off. He managed to force her to TP, but I feel like he lost a fair bit to do that. And I'm going to get pulverized soon. No, he can't. Also, this is way too many peons. I don't know what's going on here. That was so risky for him to not just heal her immediately. I told you I'm going a scummy Blade Master. I wouldn't say I'm the best lucker ever. I didn't get to finish telling my story about my PC breaking. Like, it was worst case scenario in every single aspect, basically. It'd be nice if there's a shredder. Oh, level 6 is on its way. Orb of Lightning guaranteeing some kills, bros. I need to send these off, and I need to windwalk all the way back here. Ideally get my Blade Master there, so I can blow up on him. And get all the experience, and my Blade Master's like guaranteed level 6. There's level 6. Oh, why would you do that? Right as soon as I activated it, I pressed the button too quickly. Anyway, the result was good. That was so anticlimactic. Just as soon as I activated it, I pressed another one of my hotkeys, which immediately took me back to my base. Got a bit too trigger happy there. Alright, I need to come over here. It was the undead that TP'd. Was it the pink undead? Because there's only one. So it must have been. So we sell that. We buy this quickly. Buy one again. So we can travel nice and fast. I'm getting Tauren, I'm getting Wyvern, so I'm not going too heavily into Wyvern. Got to have some sort of fallback. Need to start being aggressive, taking more expansions now. There's a TP. There's expansion here. He would have healed, but there's a chance I could kill him if I'm really quick here. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! I was not joking when I said Scummy Blade Master, was I? Oh, did he say Tome of Agility? I can't come over there and get that. Can't build there. Whoa. Kept trying to make me attack the gold mine. You don't want to do that. Stormbolt coming in a moment. Probably about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was a little bit late on that. Got Gyrocopter, so it's not really safe. Oh, look at my allies over here. They're all ready to go. Bring them in a bit more. Oh, look, chase the Blade Master. Not a fantastic position, though. I'm going to so hard focus that Archmage. Stormbolt, though. Although he used it elsewhere, there's still not a great position for my Blade Master. He's got to try, though, hasn't he? Nah, it's so bad. He's going to get himself killed. I really don't think this is a great position for us. This is like the worst position I think I've ever seen. And I don't think people are going to get back, because people are too stubborn to get back until they've basically lost everything in 4 versus 4 RT. But this looks fucking awful, this position. Like, we choke pointed ourselves, and I've got myself killed now, getting concerned about it. We really should back. That is like the worst position I think I've ever seen for a 4 versus 4 RT fight. I don't think even the Lord of the Rings had like a worse choke point there for the... What? Hang on a second. I think we lost probably too much there, and that's almost definitely going to be game. I'll be very surprised if we didn't just lose the game from that one fight. Which is a shame, because you think about all the hard work that's been done this game. Like, just the Blade Master, like 1 versus 2 for the majority of it. But one bad fight, and that's it, you're out. See you later, mate. Unless we decide to not defend this guy. Sacrifice his base and have time to rebuild. Was he smart enough to buy a TP so he can get out? Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't. So now they're going to have to help him. This is it now. But I can't TP because I ain't got my hero. Feels good, man. So it's pretty much game set match, unless that miraculously goes insanely well for my allies, which it won't. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear oh dear. He should have bought a TP. People aren't that... They're just having fun, I guess, in 4 versus 4 RT, but it means you're not going to have quality teammates in that sense. So now my allies are now all dead, because they've TP'd to essentially a dead cause. My ally's hero has been slain. My ally's hero has been slain. My ally's hero has been slain. See if he goes 1 versus 1. I don't even think I can even set up a 1 versus 1, to be honest. Because my ports aren't open. And the bots don't seem to work too well at the moment. What's he so upset about? Just getting a little bit wrecked? I don't understand some people in 4 versus 4 RT. They always give like the big mouth as though they're like the most amazing player ever. It sounds like I'm talking about me. In some cases I might be. But you put it down into reality and they're just low-level crap. Onwards and upwards. See you later, Bass. Yeah, that one fight definitely cost us the game.
Yes, Lord. Our allied town is being attacked.
Oh, me being lucky.
Ready to work. Our allied town is being attacked. Ready to work. Our ally needs our help. Our allied town is being attacked.
Maybe we should watch the replay. Just to see how lucky I was. And how blocked he was.
Our ally needs our help. Our allied town is being attacked. Yes, Lord. Hey. Excellent.
Alright, let's go check the replay. I'm not even mad at that guy. Okay. Come out of this. And then I have a chance to explain the story. I thought I wouldn't be able to tell the story. Unfortunately, I'm not good enough to be able to talk and play competitively at the same time. I can do it within elements, and if I'm playing versus like computer or something, I'm, you know, more muscle memory, I'm more capable of doing that. But a multiplayer game against human players, you know, has variables, and you know, it takes a fair bit of concentration to make sure you're not putting yourself in. If I was like in the middle or something, I'd have more chance. Okay, so we're going to one really important point here. I mean, the Infernal was lucky, yeah, I agree with that. But it's a chance that it can drop. I was aware of that. And the last few times I've done this, I have not had the Infernal. I've had Animate Dead Scroll twice, and I can remember this. I've had the Furbolg and a Doomguard. So it's actually been about 5 or 6 kills since I last had an Infernal, so it's actually quite accurate. Because there's about 6 different drops you can get from that. So you pick off the low, easy units. Dark Ranger sends back. Oh, that wasn't the point where the Dark Ranger went back, though. That was further on. Your building is complete. Your ring is complete. Want to snipe Grubby? Oh! It goes so quick. 14 minutes. She was blocked. But he TP'd, like... I mean, to be fair, she was blocked. If he TP'd manually, he could have saved her. But then again, I TP with the double click a lot as well, because it means you can sort of like leave it to the very last second, which is what he did. It's much harder to get her a 1 health teleport and teleport her manually to a different location than it is to just double click the TP. Double click TP will always send you here. Ah, the great outdoors. Okay, this is it. She just TP'd, I think, right at this moment. Literally just right now. I'm already sending the Blade Master like immediately over there. Because I know what the deal is. So these ancient protectors actually create more of a blockade than you think they do. And she can't actually pass through here. She has to pass downwards. Right. She couldn't actually get out. There's no way out of that. These units are actually all too big to pass through this gap or that gap. You would need an archer. And even then, I think only a wisp can pass through that gap. So you have to uproot that. And then he takes up about that much space. So you've got to sort of move one unit. So if he uprooted that immediately and only moved the Dark Ranger, he'd be okay. But I reckon he highlights everything and tries to move it. And therefore it sort of like clips on one another. So I'll watch this in half speed. Well, Blade Master's still quite far away. He's not reacting fast enough. He's only just sort of slowly realizing he can't get out now. Uproots everything. Then starts moving the Dryads first. So, of course, the Dryads start to block a little bit here. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? The unit clips behind and causes the unit in front to stop. So he moved all of them rather than just the Dark Ranger. And he's so close to a Moonwell. I didn't even go straight there. I only just spotted it like right now and then would change my trajectory. Like, he's right there. He can heal her. So I don't know what he was thinking. He can heal her from like here. And he had the potion of health. That's a good point. Ready? That's so good. Blade Master is so good in some cases like this. You need a good map awareness if you want to get the most out of Blade Master. Look for those opportunities. The creeps, you know, they're around, but you can get a lot of experience just killing peons and stuff like that. So always try to pick off peons and such. Better yet, a high-level hero. Look, he's already close to level 6. You are the best lucker ever. It's the best. Okay, so I'm going to put this on auto camera for the moment with red. Whilst I tell the rest of the story, or maybe start from the start. So, what happened with my PC? Wednesday the 14th, I think it was the 14th, my PC overheats. I have to turn it off. I basically can't turn it back on again. I try a couple of times to hope that it sort of rectifies itself, but it pretty much shuts itself down within seconds. So, it's gone. It's done. I can't even log on to tell you guys that there's a problem other than using my phone, which I don't use very often. So I had to put a Twitter message out. So Wednesday, computer's down. I call up a PC specialist and I say, my computer has an issue. The liquid cooling. It kept coming up with an error saying CPU fan not in use or something like that, and overheating basically. So the computer was overheating because the liquid cooling was not working correctly. So the CPU temperature was way too high. Now, there is one actual really cool point in this moment. I think it already just happened, unfortunately. It's the wind wall. It was the blade. Yeah, I'll continue the story. I keep distracting myself. So let's come back to this. So the CPU is overheating. I talk to them and they say, well, do you have the original box that you can send it to us with? I say, no, it got broken down. Wasn't my idea to break it down. It was someone else's idea. So just to make more space in the loft, bad idea. Make sure you don't break down anything until you've used up the warranty or if it's very expensive. Go full cam. It's not that necessary to go full cam. You can have a bit of background. I'm not going to be doing that much other than telling the story and expressing with my hands a little bit. But, alright, unless I switch to that. No, not that one. That one. But that's not much better. Don't worry about it. It's not worth the effort. Right. Stop trying to distract me. I distract myself by getting distracted by you guys. Okay. So here we are. Start again. Wednesday. Computer breaks down. Overheating. Liquid cooling not working. I call PC specialist. I say, hey, PC's not working. They say, okay, send it to us if you can, using the original box. I say, I can't. I don't have the original box. It got broken down. Okay. They say, well, you need to send it to us, but it's better if we send you a box which you'll have to pay for, but it's better that way because we can give you polystyrene or whatever to protect the PC. There wasn't much polystyrene there. It was actually a bit lackluster. I'm surprised the PC was okay on the journey, but I asked for the box. The box is supposed to be sent next day, so the next day would be Thursday, but I actually get an email on the Thursday that it's going to arrive on Friday. So I have to wait till Friday to get the box. As soon as the box arrives, I put the PC in it, you know, wrap it up. It's got the polystyrene around it, tape on the top, and then I call up PC Specialist again and I say, okay, the box is ready. I need to organize a delivery to be sent to you guys. So they say, okay, we'll get DPD to come and collect the box. So the downside is the way British, I mean, it works in a lot of places, but it's each working day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 working day week. Saturday, Sunday, no. It doesn't work that way. I'm going to turn this off. You can still have the background. So I can't get the box picked up on Saturday because they don't basically come to pick up and collect parcels on Saturday. So I have to wait until Monday for it to be collected. It gets collected on Monday, late in the afternoon. Bear in mind that this is Wednesday. So we've almost gone a whole week with the PC still sitting in my room, not doing anything, not being worked on. It hasn't even arrived. So on Monday, it gets sent off, but it still hasn't even arrived at the location where it needs to get worked on. Fortunately, Tuesday, it does. So it does get delivered the next day. But I don't think it gets worked on straight away because I think I get an email on Friday or Thursday, something like that, saying, thank you very much. We are sorry for the inconvenience. We've had your PC for a few days. We will be working on it tomorrow so we can dispatch it. So I get an email the next day, which is Friday. So we've come around more than a week already at this point, on the Friday, saying that we can... it's so painful thinking back to all of this. That they're working through it. They're going through the process. They're identifying the problem. Is the problem what I explained it to be? If it is, okay, fair enough. Replace the part. They did. They replaced the Corsair liquid cooling. It was H300i, and it got replaced with a Corsair H300X, I think, or vice versa, whichever way. But basically, it got replaced. And then they take it to quality assurance, and quality assurance deals with it. So that's all fine and dandy. They then say, right, we've got your parcel. We are happy to send it over to you now, and get that organized. Bear in mind that this is again Friday. And you know what happens now, don't you? We fall back on that 5-day week. So I get told that I won't be able to receive the parcel until Monday, which, as of recording, today is the Monday. No, today is Saturday, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Monday's in a couple of days' time anyway. But, yeah, I wouldn't get it until Monday again. So I'm like, is there anything I can do to push that forward through? And they said, well, you can upgrade the parcel, but you would need to speak to DPD. So I then decided to call DPD, and they said that whilst they do offer a service where you can send the parcel, you can upgrade basically the delivery time. You pay extra, but it gets sent that much day quicker, like next day delivery kind of deal. So I was like, oh, that's great. But they said that they can't do it because it's Amazon Friday, Black Friday, because it's Friday on that day when I call them, which is yesterday. I was like, they said they normally do it, but this is like one of the few times, the only other time maybe Christmas or something like that, but they couldn't do it because they can't guarantee the parcel arriving, and they need to obviously guarantee these things, otherwise they get in trouble. So they have enough sort of like parcels and stuff that to deliver. So I could even pay them extra money, but they won't take it because they just wouldn't do the service. Fortunately for me, the representative that I spoke with at PC Specialist seemed like a really great guy, and he was quite adamant to try to help me out. And I think that's exactly what he did, because I did have that email come through saying I wouldn't get the parcel through until Monday. And I even spoke to DPD saying they can't do it till Monday. But he said before I called the DPD that he would try to sort of like get it set up so that it could get sent on the next delivery fan, irregardless of whether it can be sent or not. So I called back to PC Specialist, got through to that guy again, and he says, yeah, that's a shame that DPD can't do that because of the Amazon Friday, but, you know, I'll see what I can do. So as far as I knew, it was going to be Monday. Like, he didn't say anything was definitely guaranteed. He said he'll try to help me out, but he can't guarantee it. So I was just still assuming Monday. At 1 a.m., although I went to sleep at like 12:55, so I got this email on Saturday morning. Your parcel will arrive today. I was like, holy shit, that guy came through. He actually managed to get this parcel sent through, which they said they couldn't do. They wouldn't even take extra money to do. But he managed to rig it so that I get this parcel sent to me last night. Okay, so this is Friday. I was speaking to this guy late in the afternoon, and this is Saturday today, and I get my PC at 11 a.m., 11:30 this morning. And I got the email at 1 a.m. So they managed to do all of that within like almost a 12-hour time gap, just slightly more. Whereas when I was trying to send the PC over to them and stuff like that, it was taking me 3-4 days to get it to them. So that's the PC debacle. It took me Wednesday until Saturday, so 1 week and say 3 or 4 days to get my PC away from my house to them to be fixed and then brought back, which is a pretty long time, especially when you do this for a living, like almost on a daily basis. It's being self-employed. So I start to stream today, earlier. And within an hour or two of streaming, I hear these strange noises. And people sort of recognize that noise, and I recognize that noise because I've dealt with this problem before. It's not birds, no. The problem was a faulty hard drive. And this is not PC Specialist's fault. I don't think they had time to do anything other than... because they fixed it basically on Friday. So everything suddenly happened yesterday. I've had this PC since last Wednesday, but everything kind of happened since yesterday, and even got it delivered to me overnight, pretty much. But I got it today. I was streaming, and I was getting some spikes in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And I was like, I haven't even got a game for you. This game that I'm showing you right now on YouTube is... I have to do catch-up now, because I've got no YouTube videos since I've had the PC. So it pays to be prepared and have some spare backup videos that you can put up on YouTube. So you guys could be entertained whilst I had no PC. And you didn't even know, probably a lot of you. So my hard drive really starts to conk out, especially when I get into Warcraft 3, because I finished my Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And I'm like, well, that wasn't good, because this is a really old game, and I was getting spikes in that. So I go into Warcraft 3. I suppose I can move into this bit. I go into Warcraft 3, and I try to play 1 4 versus 4 RT game so I can upload that onto YouTube for tomorrow, which will be today for you guys. It was like playing with the worst lag imaginable. It was pretty funny, but pretty horrible, because I know my PC wasn't handling it well, but I was like determined to try to get one game. But I couldn't manage it, and I managed to play through the entire match until we basically got destroyed. But this thing, it was lagging and it was spiking all the time. I was lagging, but I wasn't lagging like internet connection lagging. It was a different type of lag. It was the hard drive trying to catch up and causing me to sort of like have lag spikes. They were literally like lag spikes, but they weren't. It was inbuilt in the... because I went into single player afterwards and I had the same problem. You click on something. It's like hardware lag, like Hack was saying. You click on something and you get like no response, and then suddenly like everything happens at once. Like 8 seconds later, you suddenly like catch up. It was a nightmare, but it was going to be a pretty funny game, because I thought I was playing pretty well, to be honest, considering I was playing with effectively like 0.5 frames per second. I suppose that wouldn't have been too entertaining to watch. So the last 4 hours or so have been a case of taking the hard drive out and transporting the information, everything on that hard drive, and cloning it basically onto another hard drive, which we have a spare one, fortunately. Well, I've paid for it, but because it came off my sister's old PC, and that's the one I'm using at the moment. And I'm playing games tonight just to test and make sure that it works, which is why I'm streaming right now. So here we are, basically, 4 or so hours after getting the PC back, which had been away for like a week and a half because of a whole different problem. And this is just a coincidence. It's not PC special. They did a good job, to be honest, when they got it. The whole delivery thing was a nightmare. Maybe it's DPD's issue there. Like maybe they should use a different delivery service. But when they got it, they helped out. They dealt with the issue, and the representative was awesome. Unfortunately, I didn't catch his name properly, so I don't know whether to somehow, maybe I might call him tomorrow and try to find out, like if I could say who I am, and then maybe find out who the representative was that spoke to me and recommend him to his boss or whatever, because I feel like he deserves that. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story now. Touch wood. PC's okay. That's literally what I'm doing right now, is just playing games, doing what I would be doing normally, Warcraft 3. I'm going to play some Heroes of Might and Magic. Just make sure everything is working as it should be. But there's been no weird noises coming from the computer. I just heard something, but it's not the same noise. So now I'm a bit on edge, and I'm all paranoid as to whether things are going to go wrong. So for at least for now, we're back to normal, and I can stream normally. I can work on my YouTube videos, because I planned on making guides and stuff like that for YouTube in regards to the Reforged and for helping people get back into Warcraft 3. But obviously, this knocked me back a bit. So I've got a fair bit of catching up to do with everything, basically. I'm a week and a half behind. So High Rise will enjoy that. I've always got stuff to catch up on. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. And there's the story for those of you that don't know. I know I was very long-winded in telling it, but hopefully if you stuck around long enough, then I guess you enjoyed it. If not, then I hope you had a fun time with the video regardless. And I'll see you guys, I guess, tomorrow, whenever I can next record a video for YouTube. Take care. Bye-bye.